Thank you for tuning in to your daily Wallops weather briefing for Friday, September 18th. Already seeing some sun pop out there. Seeing these clouds clear out a little quicker than expected this morning. We did see quite a bit of rain, though, from yesterday afternoon across the overnight hours. Just under 2 inches of rain here at Wallops. Up in the Salisbury area, they saw 1 inch and a third of rain, and then a little bit more than 2 inches across the far southern portion of the Delmarva. So a good gradient of rainfall from across the southern half of the Delmarva with this system. We did see a low of 66 last night, and starting today we're going to see some drier and cooler air start to filter into the area, and then see some below average temperatures as we go over the next couple of days. Taking a look at our surface analysis across the region, we do have that low. This was earlier around 5 a.m., bringing us that rain across the southern half of the Delmarva. Much of this moisture was associated with what used to be Hurricane Sally that went on shore near Alabama and then moved northeast, and then combined with this cold front that's moving across the area, and that's what brought us that rainfall over the last 24 hours. The next thing to look at for our weather is going to be this very large area of high pressure across the northern Midwest this morning. That's going to continue to build eastward as we go over the next day or two, and that's going to help to usher in a much drier and cooler air mass across the region. We'll see lower humidity values this weekend, as well as those temperatures much cooler, especially the morning lows are going to be rather chilly out there for this time of year as this high pressure takes hold across the northeastern parts of the country. Taking a quick look at our satellite loop this morning. There we still have that front bringing the abundant cloudiness across still far southern portion of the Delmarva and across southeastern Virginia, but you can see across the central Delmarva we're starting to see some of that sunshine pop through with those clouds breaking up a bit, and we'll see clouds on and off throughout the day, scattered to broken at that 3,000 foot level. So still expecting mostly cloudy skies throughout the day today, but things should start to clear out a bit once we get into tomorrow. Take a quick look at our radar here, and there towards the beginning of the sloop you see the very last bits of some isolated shower activity moving east out of the area. Not seeing any additional shower activity behind it, and can't rule out a slight chance of something pop up as we go towards the late morning hours, but looking more and more unlikely. Looks like our rain will be done for the day. Taking a brief look at our upper level winds this morning, we're seeing northeasterly winds at the surface through about 6,000 feet. Just above the surface, those winds are around 25 to 30 knots through 3,000 feet, then weakening around 10 knots as they shift more westerly at 12,000 feet, and then increasing from 20 knots at that level to near 60 knots at the 25,000 foot level from the west-southwest. We are seeing our freezing level this morning just above 14,000 feet. Taking a look at our forecast for today, going to be looking at a high of 74 degrees early this afternoon. North-northeasterly winds will increase just a bit at 10 to 15 knots and gusty late this morning into the afternoon hours before decreasing to 8 to 13 knots and gusty this evening and into much of the overnight. And by tomorrow morning, seeing those north-northeasterly winds continue at 9 to 14 knots and gusty. We are going to be seeing that low tomorrow morning, about 10 degrees cooler than we saw this morning, around 56 degrees, as we have that drier and cooler air mass starting to advect into the region, which is that's about 5 degrees below average for a low that we'd expect for September 19th. Taking a look at our terminal forecast, still seeing a few clouds around 1,500 feet or so out there. That's going to continue, I think, for much of the day. Broken cloudiness at 3,000 feet also looks to continue throughout much of the day as we have that onshore flow and still some moist boundary layer conditions. Going to be still seeing some mid-level clouds at around 16,000 feet and upper-level clouds at 25,000 feet throughout the day too, and not expecting too much change with that. As we go closer to midnight tonight, we'll start to see those clouds thin out in the lower levels, becoming a few at 2,500, scattered at 4,000, and then just a few clouds at 4,000 feet expected by the pre-dawn hours of Saturday, as well as some continued thin cirrus cloudiness in the upper layers between 25 to 30,000 feet. We are seeing our tides a little bit high this morning thanks to that persistent onshore flow with tides 1/2 to 1 foot above normal along the Delmarva Atlantic coast. Let's take a look at our long-term weather model to show you how our weather pattern will be progressing. There's that front moving out of here today, and then you see that high pressure building eastward over Michigan as we go into tomorrow morning. That will help to usher in that drier and cooler air mass, and then continuing to build as we go into the day Saturday, and then settling across the northeast as we go into Sunday. We are going to be seeing the pressure gradient tighten up as we go into Sunday and perhaps Monday, as we have this high pressure remaining strong across the northeast, and then we will have a Hurricane Teddy well to the east of the east coast of the United States, just passing east of Bermuda. But what that's going to do is help to set up a little bit of a tighter pressure gradient, giving us some breezier conditions as we go into the beginning of next week. But it will be remaining dry as high pressure does look to be locked in, and we'll be seeing some dry conditions across the region, as well as some cooler conditions, and not really seeing any chances of rain in sight, as that high pressure will remain across the eastern United States throughout into the midweek time frame. Let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. We're going to be looking at that high of 74 degrees today under partly sunny skies, and then we'll start to see things cool down, expecting partly to mostly cloudy skies for Saturday and Sunday. Temperatures only getting up to the mid to upper 60s, with lows all the way down into the mid 50s. Those cooler temperatures will continue on Monday under partly to perhaps mostly cloudy skies, high of 67, and that low is going to continue to get cooler as we have our winds starting to die off Monday morning. Temperatures getting below 50 degrees for Tuesday morning, and then we'll finally see those winds shift offshore once again, and that'll help to bump those temperatures up slowly. 72 on Tuesday under mostly sunny skies, and then continuing to increase up to around 80 degrees by the time we get to Thursday under partly cloudy skies. That will do it for your daily weather briefing, and have a great day.